bit of help on these two-step equations, so I thought I'd just work a couple out with you, and hopefully it'll help a little bit. Let's make an equation here. Let's say we got negative 3/4 x take away 5 equals 26. Okay. Well, our goal is to get rid of the 3/4 that's being multiplied by our x and the 5 that's being subtracted away from the x term. Well, we're going to work this problem in reverse of the order of operations, which means we're going to get rid of the plus or the minus term first, which tells me that I'm going to get rid of this take away 5. Now, to make take away 5 go away, I'm going to add 5 to that side of the equation. And when I say that side of the equation, think of this equation being split in half. Okay, I got left side over here, I got right side over here. If I add 5 to this side, I must add 5 to the other side. And that's going to give me a 31 when I add those together. So the plus 5 in blue represents me adding 5 value to the left and the right, which doesn't change the value of the equation, but it does get rid of the constant that's on the left, which is a nice thing for us, because when this cancels and goes away and makes 0, and I'm left with 31 on the other side, the left side only has a negative 3/4 multiplied by x remaining, which I'm down to my last step. Now, to undo this multiplication right here of our x by negative 3/4, we can counteract that multiplication with its inverse, which is division. If we divide this entire side by the number that's being multiplied, what that's going to do for us is these two numbers right here will divide to 1, and 1 times x will leave us with just x. That's why we decide to do that operation. And then, if we do it to one side, we must do it to the other to keep it balanced, just like we did with our 5s earlier. Now remember, we're dividing by a negative here. So if we divide by a negative into a positive, our rules apply. We have one negative factor, that's odd, and we have to get 31 divided by 3/4, which is the same as 31 over 1 divided by 3/4. Keep, change, flip. Oh, sorry. Undo that. Flip it to 4 over 3. And we don't have any diagonals that we can reduce. 4 times 3 is 120. Add 4 more, 124 over 3. But because the two signs were different, this is a negative 124 over 3. Now I could divide this out, and since I just made this one up off the top of my head, it doesn't come out pretty, but 3 goes into 12 4 times, so this would be 41 and a third, negative 41 and a third. Okay, so there's one worked out for you. I hope that's helpful. That's the basic idea, is to just work out the problem until the x is isolated. Get rid of your constants first, and then get rid of your coefficient that's with your x. There might be some special cases that arise on the homework that are a little different than what you see here. But try your best and ask questions. Continue to ask questions. We'll talk about it in class. See you guys.